Hello everyone. Here we have a Yamaha MODX 8. Not the Plus, but just the regular 8. Of course, you can see it's pretty obvious that we have a super knob issue as it's broken off there. And the guy also sent this. This is part of the super knob. You got the cap and this plastic piece that sits on top of here. And so he also said he has some sticky keys, so I'm gonna have to check the key bed as well, just kind of see, you know, if there's any sticky keys or whatnot, or broken keys. So take the keyboard apart. I'm not gonna actually do the video on me unscrewing the bottom housing, but all the screws in the bottom housing has to come out for you to get inside of it, for you to get inside of the keyboard. All right, and so you can see some Yamaha MODX 8, and let's see what we got once we get in here. So I'm going to repair this, and got to take the board off here, this whole button panel board, and remove it and unsolder that potentiometer super knob, and then put the new one in. All right, let's see what we got. All right, here we are. This is exactly where the super knob board, the whole super knob board would go. It will sit right there, right on top of these here buttons. So I thought I'd show you guys, you know, what we're looking at. You see the LCD and the board, and you know, we got the power supply jack board, all of that stuff. Well, hello again. I've got the button panel board out of the Yamaha MODX 8 that contains the super knob, and we're going to try to replace that potentiometer. As you can see, I've got my camera highlighted over it, and what we'll do is we'll apply some flux on each of the pins, and maybe a little bit of low melt solder, and you know, remove that potentiometer, and we'll replace it with the new one. Okay, let's see what we got. Let's see, a little flux there. 1 second. My tip is a little dirty on my flux needle. Let's see if I can clean that a little bit. I will try it again. If you're doing this job, don't try this without flux. You gotta have it. Get enough up there, you know, to prevent burning the board, prevent having to buy a new button panel board, or doing damage to the board. And I also will be adding some low melt solder as well. We'll slide it up here. Yeah. Let's see how that low melt solder just went all the way down. You can almost move it just like that. That low melt solder works wonders. I'm not really worried about these connecting or anything, you know, because I'm taking it off, and I can clean once I get everything off. I just want to make sure it gets hot enough and that each of these pads are hit with that low melt. And here we go. We'll hit these two, much bigger pads, more low melt. Alright, you can see. But make sure you clean and get all, once you remove the potentiometer, clean and get all of the low melt stuff off, and you know, do a little bit of alcohol cleaning and go from there. Alright, make sure I hit it real good. Alright, I'm gonna clean go from there. Hit a little bit more flux on. It'll help. Trust me. Alright, there we go. Boom. Alright, hit that a little bit. And a little bit there, a little bit there. Alright. Just wanted to, I want that potentiometer to completely fall off and make it easy for me to put the new one on. Okay. Then get my desoldering wick and let's see. I'm gonna reposition my board. And this is the wick that I use here for something that, like, as of this job. Alright, so now that we got everything on, now it's just time to take off this potentiometer and replace it with the new one. Alright, so I'm gonna go ahead and try to attempt to do that. Thank you for tuning in to One Stop Fix. We fix mostly pretty much keyboards, game systems, electronic devices, mostly cell phones, tablets, computers, speakers, stuff like that. Alright. New business, just trying to grow. And thank you for supporting. You know, I thought about doing some streaming, and this is something new, so I'm actually doing my own videos, of course. Yeah, I know there's professionals out there that can do it better, but I can fix devices. I'm not a camera person. However, I do what I gotta do. You do what you gotta do. You don't have something, you learn how to do it. Be good at it. Try to be the best that you can be at it. The one thing about it is the job is getting done, and you know, we're moving on to something else. We're moving on to something else. The job is getting done, and we'll make another customer happy. You know, that's really our thing. We're trying to help the customer, and we also want to make them happy, you know, in the process. And if they ever have to come back, that they'll choose us first. You know, in business, that's what you want. You know, do the job to the best of your ability. Remember to take your time. Don't rush job something. You know, just take your time. Yep. Okay, I'll get this one. I'm kind of having to slide the board around. I got a camera angle. It's kind of zoomed in so I can see everything like so. I need to be able to see all the little components and see all the copper and stuff like that. Make sure I got all the solder up, so I won't try to pull on this potentiometer and then potentially break the board, and that's another problem. Anybody that does this would know what I'm talking about. Okay, we got that. That's done. All right. Clean my little soldering iron tip. I got that. Okay. And from the bottom of here, I'm gonna try to pull it. If I can get my hands where I need to. And look at it. Come right on out. Come right on out. As you can see. Come right on out. Can't. What I like to do is clean up. I don't like to leave, stuff on here. I like to clean up the board. I like to put a little alcohol on there and get that flux and stuff off of there. It's good to use it, but it's also good to let's be a good cleaner. Let's don't leave this stuff up there. It's just not good. Try to make sure that you're cleaning as well, because you take the part off, and if you just put the new part on with all this gunk and stuff up there, that's just bad. I don't want people to define me as a messy worker when it comes down to things like that. I don't want that. I want people to define me as one that's a clean job. It's just what it's about. Alright. So now we'll put our new one on. As you can see, it's in this plastic right now. We'll take it out of the plastic and throw it on. We're almost done with this job. Yeah, we're almost done here. So I'm gonna let the board up a little bit, actually, just to throw this on very nicely. Let it sit in there very nicely. As you see, that's where it goes. We'll turn it around. Alright, and we'll put it back down. And beautiful, beautiful, beautiful. Look at there, beautiful. Okay. Alright. And then what we'll do is we'll start, to reassemble everything, but the, solder back on and go from there. Alright, I'm throwing some flux on here. Just putting some flux on. And so let's get back to the videos. So I'm new at this kind of thing. I'm not the best at doing videos or anything like that. So as I do more videos, I'll get better. And I hope that there's quality in these videos and be able to help people. Like I said, anybody wants to, throw me a little bit of advice on how to improve my qualities, or give me some advice on some equipment to purchase and things like that, man. I'm always up to it. Or you just like what you see, please let me know. Whatever I can do to continue on, because this is this is a passion. I'm very passionate about doing this. Very passionate about helping people. Very passionate about the job, since I have a sincere desire for helping people. And doing this, I didn't think I could do this 20 years ago or 10 years ago or so, but I often have people ask me, how did I get into this? And I'll say, You know, first thing I ever fixed was a computer, not a keyboard, a computer. And you know, I gave it a whirl and tried it out, and it worked. So I said, well, shoot, man, let me keep rolling. I mean, it's a motherboard, or it's a hardware piece that has to be replaced. You know, PlayStation, biggest thing. A lot of times I'll get what they call the HDMI port issue, because the user, you know, they might have been rough with it, and we'll replace it. You know. All right, so those look pretty good. Let me clean that one up right there. All right. Okay, as best it's gonna get. All right. If you're gonna do this kind of job, I would recommend a fume extractor, because you don't want to breathe this stuff in. So right now, the little fan noise that you hear in the background, that is my fume extractor. I cannot do this job without one. You know, harmful materials in your lungs. You know, you don't want, you know, breathing this stuff in is not good. You know, breathing this stuff in is not good. Well, I know that we soldered everything on. I'm gonna just dab me some alcohol up here and just reapply a little cleaning solution here, a little alcohol, and I'll clean the little pieces of that up. You know. Yeah. All right. We'll get that done, and once we clean the board, we'll put it back on, and you know, put it back together, and go from there. Just want to make sure that we don't, the little sticky parts like that I can't get with this, I'll use a plastic exposure, you know, because you don't want to scratch the board. So just a little plastic exposure, you know, just do that right there, and you know, it's off. Yeah. I'll hit it again. A little bit more alcohol. Yeah. And like a clean floor, you know, just like a clean floor. And it's done. Alright, job is done. The potentiometer is on, and that's what it looks like. Alright. Alright, we'll move on to the next part. Alright, this is the finishing touches of the potentiometer here for the super knob. His cap was a little broken, but you know, it is working, as you can see. Then he had a few keys that had some, you know, issues there, but we did fix that. And then he had one broken here, and we fixed that. All right. Thank you for supporting One Stop Fix again. Please reach out to us if we can help you out with any of your items. And thank you for tuning in. Peace out.